Alright guys, the Iceman here on the Iceman Returns YouTube channel. Um, this video is about AJ Styles from TNA Impact Wrestling, and of course, as we all know, there are rumors that his contract is up next month, and it's a possible uh, opportunity for him to leave TNA and maybe go on to bigger and better things, maybe the WWE, or revert back to Ring of Honor, or possibly go overseas to Japan, or just remain in TNA. But TNA has not approached him with a contract as of yet. So right now things are up in the air. But I do want to say, after watching Impact Wrestling last night, I will give the show, about a 5.5. Um, I thought it hasn't been as good as it has been in recent weeks. Um, as we all know, Bobby Roode joining Bad Influence has been a big part of TNA Impact Wrestling as of late, and they're showcasing Bobby Roode a little bit more and Bad Influence, which is not a big deal. But it just seems like every time you turn around, in any given match, Bobby Roode seems to be involved or interferes. And I guess this is okay, but sometimes when a show is trying to deliver and trying to give us a better quality show, sometimes they can probably overdo it and overpush a certain superstar to the point where we're getting tired of seeing him. That could be the case with Bobby Roode for some people. I think he's been overexposed right about now. I think they got some other superstars that I think that they could, sort of put some more exposure to. And the thing I wanted to talk about was the main event last night, with the main event Mafia going up against the Aces and Eights stable. And we did see Bully Ray come out with Brooke. Yes, it was not Brooke Hogan. Or I should say, no, it was not Brooke Hogan. And yes, it was Brooke Tessmacher. Now, whether or not they did this because of the release of Brooke Hogan, and there was already some storylines in place with Bully Ray talking on the phone to a Brooke, I'm not sure. But anyway, I think this could be good for TNA, having Brooke Tessmacher involved. We'll just have to see where that plays out. But we saw Main Event Mafia, trying to get another member for their group to make it an even 5-on-5 against Aces and Eights, and it went to no avail. And so, like Magnus said, and Samoa Joe had stated to Sting, we all need to step up. We can do this. And as the main event started, AJ Styles' music hit, and the fans were going pretty crazy because they were basically seeing the old AJ Styles come into the ring, team up with Main Event Mafia, and pretty much did what AJ Styles of old would do, and he pretty well dismembered a lot of the Aces and Eights stars, and took it upon himself to wreak havoc on their group. And if it wasn't for AJ Styles last night, I don't think Main Event Mafia would have came out on top. AJ Styles was victorious on the fact that he took down Devon, so Devon now has to leave the company. But, I don't know if a lot of wrestling fans saw what I saw throughout this match, that while AJ Styles was there, you did not see him converse with any of the other members of the Main Event Mafia. And thus, after the match, when it was all said and done, when Devon was pinned, AJ Styles stood tall, but he sort of left the ring on his own. And so we have to wonder, is Styles with the Mafia or isn't he? My opinion is AJ Styles is still the lone wolf. I just think he went out there basically to, you know, prove that he still has uh, what he's always had, and he is the wrestler of old. And we'll just have to wait and see where this storyline leads to. But it was very, very great to see AJ Styles come out and get out of that shell that he's been in the past for so many weeks. Uh, I mean, I would love to see the old AJ Styles, but then again, with his contract being up next month, you know, who knows where this storyline is going to lead to. It could lead to where he exits TNA, as well as it could lead to where he brings himself back to the top. I don't see AJ Styles doing anything much till after Bound for Glory, if indeed he does remain with Impact Wrestling. But we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. But like I said, it wasn't a bad show. It wasn't as good as I've seen in the recent weeks, but it was very acceptable. And I think there's just, to me, too much Rude, as well as lately there has been way too much Aces and Eights, too much focus on them. And of course, we're going to see a bit of Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson for the fact they have their November 2nd showdown on Bellator. So this storyline is going to be with us until after that showdown is over with. So we're just going to have to deal with that, whether we want to or not. So that's it, guys, for this Friday. This is the Iceman on the Iceman Returns YouTube channel. Peace out, everybody, and enjoy your Friday.